Hi, Gemini. Welcome to my tarot table. My name is Ginger, and I will be reading, um, doing Oracle and Tarot readings for Gemini, for the consciousness of Gemini for the month of July 2025. Gemini, before I got here to your reading, I did this last night, did a little automatic writing with my guides, and the information I got is that, well, first of all, before I even received any information from my guides, I was thinking about Gemini, and Gemini is the sign that I find is the most likely to travel interdimensionally and remember that travel. So I find that really interesting about Gemini, that other people may travel interdimensionally, but most of the time it's the astral travel and they don't remember. But you seem to remember all of these trips that you take. Um, hi, Ranger, I have my dog here. Hi, you want to lay down? Yeah, you want to lay down? We've been out by the pool and he's all wet and kind of tired and he needs to take a nap. So hopefully that's what he'll do. All right. And so from my guides, what I saw was timelines being repaired as though they were broken timelines repaired. I see dreams being remembered. And I see you inviting in those parts of yourself that you previously pushed away, that you did not want to own as part of yourself. But this is a month, July is a month of harmonizing and integrating and aligning to become whole. I see light and shadow, logic and intuition, purpose and play, uh, where you're seeing that without one, the other has no meaning. All right, I have this book, it's channeled material. It's called The Right Use of Will, and it was channeled through Sean DeRohan. She's I believe, a woman in New Mexico. And the thing about this is she talks about the spirit and the will not working together. So this is sort of Gemini, the two sides of Gemini. But when the spirit, which is the thinking part or the father, and the will, the feeling part that informs us, the mother, come together, then they align in the heart and in the body. From there, life can be experienced as a whole being through your body. So the mind and the feeling need to come together. And I see that you're beginning to see that, Gemini. What the guides suggested is that you just surrender to it, which may not be comfortable for you, but surrender and allow your emotional side to find expression because you are the bridge between dimensions. And you need to listen deeply for the message that you were born to deliver because you are here to deliver a message to the world. Whether, and that may just be your small community of friends or the people that you work with, or it could be on a larger scale, the community, a state, the world, a country, the world at large, depending on who you are, Gemini, and where you are today. That is very exciting to me. All right, I'm going to pull some different oracle cards, one from each deck, and then we'll get into the tarot. So I'm going to pull from the Archangel Metatron Soul Expansion Oracle deck that my friend Jodi Lynn Robbins created, and her information is in below the video, near the bottom of the information listed there, in case you'd like to take a look at the rest of the deck and maybe go to her website to see her art. She channeled all of the art for this deck and channeled the written information too. It's a really beautiful, incredible, meaningful deck. So I encourage you to check it out. And I don't make any money from that. I'm just encouraging you for a friend. Okay. Spirit guides and angels, guides and teachers, I feel you with us already. I feel you with us already. A card came out and I'm going to take it. It's called Owl Medicine, OWL, and it says visionary, and it's the number 10, the end of a cycle, the end of a cycle, and it looks like that. There's the owl's eye. Owl Medicine, visionary. You are the visionary, aren't you? Let's see, Gemini. All right. Sacred visions have been dancing through your mind's eye for quite some time now. These may happen as daydreams, downloads, or possibly as those aha moments. Though you have seen them and felt inspired by them, you have yet to take the plunge to actualize them. Your higher awareness and spiritual team have been trying to capture your attention with these inspirational visions. Yet through, I was just going to say this, yet through preoccupation with outer chaos and through your own self-doubt and fear, you have continued to push them aside. The time to act is now, because these are divine sparks of enlightenment here in full force to remind you of the agreements you made before incarnating. Very interesting. These innovations are a part of your destiny here, and by nurturing these seeds into full-fledged blossoms, you will not only be fulfilling your agreement to yourself, but you will be serving mankind in the process. Wow, that's so cool. Set aside your ego's fears, and connect with the part of you that recognizes your self-worth and all that you have to offer. Now is the time for great transformation. Let your imagination be your guide. Yeah, I was just going to say, you know what? Everything that's going through your head, all the things that you need to do, all the people, places, things you need to see, all the things you need to take care of, guess what? You know what? You probably can let that go for a little bit. It's really time to start writing out this stuff. And that does take time. It takes time to write this stuff out. Any little memories of dreams or visions that you're envisioning, write down a couple of words about it at least so that you can find a common thread. That's what I'm being asked to tell you. Take the time because you're worth the time. Oh, love it. At the bottom, we have Violet Flame Portal, Saint Germain. Makes sense to me. There you go. There's a portal for you. Violet Flame Portal, Saint Germain. All right, so we have owl medicine. Beautiful. Hello, Saint Germain. All right, I'm going to pull a card from the Kyle Gray Gateway of Light Activation deck. Oh, Mr. Ranger, why don't you go lay down? Go ahead. Go lay down, Range. He doesn't want to. It's okay. There are little kids outside playing in the pool. He wants to be out there, but he can wait a minute. Why don't you go lay down? You're sleepy. Go ahead. Ranger, go lay down. Go on. He's funny. He's being funny. My God, I might miss out on something. I might miss out. All right, I'm going to let him out because he's not letting up, so I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. We're back. Okay, so Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. Hmm. Got a unicorn here with me. Interesting. I do have a unicorn that I meet sometimes when I'm channeling. But this is not the same unicorn. He's different. So I'm going to say he's your unicorn. Unicorns really are meant to show us, take us places and show us things rather than talk so much. So I'm going to say that you probably, and maybe you already know, that you have a unicorn as a guide that likes to, that has things to show you. And this unicorn can travel interdimensionally just like you can. So I wonder what he has to tell you. So these cards, the Gateway of Light Activation, are light portals that we are invited to travel through. So let's see what yours is. You have the I Am Presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. I'm not surprised with Saint Germain showing up like that, the Ascended Master. So, this is about becoming integrated and whole. When we channel, when we intentionally channel, it's, we want to connect to Mother Earth and the I Am presence within us and the divine so that we are one and in alignment. And that is how we get the best information. I love it. I Am presence, light body activation. Beautiful. It's like the Christ consciousness right there at your disposal, Gemini. And don't let your ego get too big, because I know that's possible. That's possible. I'm a Sagittarius. I know my ego can get out of whack sometimes. got to be careful about that. It's just part of the personality. And actually, you are across the zodiac from Sagittarius, so you're sort of like a partner of mine in crime. So we have some things that are a little similar about us. We get along pretty well. Let's see what we have here from, this is Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny Oracle. There you go, enlightenment. Wow. Time traveler, you're a time traveler. It's a sailboat floating up into the clouds. Enlightenment. This is your time of enlightenment there. Gemini, I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Okay. See what's on the bottom here. Opportunity. This card has come up for almost everybody. Almost everybody, not quite. Opportunity. It's an opportunity to come out from hiding, come out from the trees, and come into the light. You reflect the sun's light, and let yourself be seen, because that's what you're here to do, is to be seen and to be heard, because you have a message. All right. I'm using the Grimalkin Curious Cats Tarot deck by MJ Cullinane, who created originally the Crow Tarot. And these cats are really cool. I love this deck of cards. They're a lot of fun to play with. The cats are really cool. All right, so what do we need to know for Gemini for the month of July 2025? The consciousness of Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Okay, let's see. One more shuffle. Let's see, one more. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. The center of the reading, there is your situation. Your energy is the Eight of Pentacles, hard at work, really hard at work, producing really good results. Your results are, what do I want to say? What is the word? They're always, that the results of your work are always going to be bestsellers. For instance, if you were an author writing books, your books are always going to be a bestseller. You have a formula for the work that you do that works under all circumstances. And that is the energy here. That is your energy. Yep. That is you, Gemini. Oh, cool. The Knight of Swords. I love this card. Is the next card, and it crosses you for good or bad. And I'm going to say it's good. Swords is your suit. So it's interesting. So that your work grounds you. Your work grounds you. This is the suit, an earth sign. Pentacles is a grounding sign. It's about the material world. Nine of Swords is about air. It's an air sign. It's your suit, because you are an air sign. You're close, you're up close to God, high intellect, extremely high intellect, very logical and methodical in your thinking. So I love it, because it looks like the cat's jumping from the tree onto the horse, and he's like, because why? Because he doesn't really think before he acts. Does that sound familiar? He doesn't really think before he acts. The horse and the crow are very calm, but the cat is not. He is like ready to go, ready to rush in. He's a very smart guy. He's a knight. He's not the king. And he needs to prove himself. He just needs to prove himself, and he is in a hurry to show you what he can do. Well, this is the energy that your guides are asking you to calm and to surrender to. Just surrender, because when we surrender, we can let it go. And this month, you don't really want to focus on this so much. Although you need to make a living, of course, that's the groundedness that we have the ability to work and then do our play of psychic work. But slow down. It's a time to hold on and think about things, not in an intellectual and logical way, but in a dreamy way. Okay? That's what I'm getting there. So that is your situation and what crosses your situation. And I'm going to say it's for good. It's a message. At the bottom of the reading, which is the reason the reading is happening at this time in this way, is the Five of Cups. It's grief. You're grieving something, and that's okay. That's a part of life. Grieve it. Grieve it. Do the work. Allow your emotions. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, the sadness, the longing, the pain of someone passing. Allow yourself to feel that, because until you do, you're just going to hold on to that, and you're never really going to turn around and see how full the rest of your life is. You're never going to see the fullness of it. So grieve your grief. Let it happen. Let it happen. That's part of, part of you that you may be in the past disowned and didn't want to deal with. Just say, okay, I can't do anything about it. It's over. It's done. I got to move on. No, it's okay that you can't do anything about it. You don't have to. What you're being asked to do is feel your emotions and don't push them away. In your recent past, oh, here we have the Page of Swords. Love it. New beginning, a message. It's definitely a message to you in the recent past. So the Suit of Swords is intellect, it's philosophy, the law, education, religion. It is about all of those themes and those philosophies. It's about, so the pages are learning. So there's some message about something you need to learn in this area. It's about being awestruck by saying, whoa, check that out. And so the sword is standing upright. There's a peace dove here, and there are all these birds here. And I'm going to say that this sword is your tool through life. We each have our own tool depending on whether we're earth, air, fire, water. Your tool is the sword. You're just beginning to learn how to use it. So imagine that. Imagine being new at it, at something major all over again. A lot of people know a lot more about it than you do. Imagine being in that position and let yourself be there. This has to do with your traveling, astral traveling, whether you're daydreaming or whether you are actually astrally traveling, lucid dreaming. That's what you're being asked to just watch, be a witness, learn from it, learn everything you can, because this is where the broken parts are going to be healed. Okay. Oh, at the top of the reading, we have the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness. I had two dogs once who they were about a year old, and I left them home for 5 minutes to run to the store. I came back, and I'm a crocheter, and I had yarn in a basket. The entire living room was like covered in yarn that was like a web. Oh my God, it was hilarious. I had to get rid of the yarn. It was so mixed up, and it was incredible what these dogs did in 10 minutes. But anyway, Four of Wands is about winning. It's about victory. It's about setting up a goal and every day putting one foot in front of the other toward that goal. And you reach the finish line and you win the race. It's your victory. People are on the other side of that finish line, your community, your family, your friends, to celebrate your victory because they know you're a winner. This is a lot of fun. I'm not sure why she would do this particular picture on the Four of Wands. It's also the Four of Wands is also known as the wedding card. Whatever. I guess that's a goal that we set, that we want to get married and have children, maybe or maybe not, but to get married. But that's what this card is about. It's about a victory, and it points to the outcome of the reading. So it gives us an idea of what the outcome of the reading may be. All right, in your near future, oh, there you go. We have the Empress. You know, I see Gemini as always having I feel like Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You know, the earth signs. I already see the earth signs, but always having what you need. You know, things may be, you may need to be a little frugal from time to time, but that's just because you're stepping from one part of your life to another. I always see you as having. Not only do you always have material wealth and your material needs are met, but this is creativity. This is the ultimate in creativity. It's the Empress. It's the Empress because the Empress can become pregnant and create, right? Create life. Well, that's what it's about. It's about creating, bringing to life the desires of your heart. She's very grateful. She is very loving and nurturing. And I think that Gemini, you need a little loving and nurturing for yourself, from your guides. You know, your guides and your soul can also bring you lots of love that is really felt in your heart space. All right, so that's in your near future. So whatever you're creating is going to be spectacular. You know, she's the queen of creating. She's prolific. All right. Now, your energy here now, the energy within you is the Two of Wands. Wow, it's interesting. Well, you have a good mix of everything, I guess. Two of Wands. You have everything you need to start something new. The ace comes before the two, and the ace is a gift. It's a gift. Wands is the suit of soul passion. What is your passion? It's your heart passion, the desire of your heart. And oftentimes, right, we come to, in this incarnation, we have not only lessons to be learned, but life purpose to initiate and complete. This could be a part of your life purpose. So the energy to wonder and to wonder, to want to do something new, to want to explore is there with you right now. You have everything you need to do your heart's desire. What is that heart's desire? When we ask, what is my heart's desire, and we bring our guides into it, they'll just show it to us. You know, they'll bring it to us. All right. So that is your energy at this time. The energy around you is the Page of Pentacles. That's interesting. Another message. What message is the Page of Pentacles bringing to you? Well, the Page of Pentacles is a student, very conscientious, grounded, also spiritual, practical, willing to, it's like the Page of Pentacles would be willing to go into the woods and lay down and just daydream while they're watching the canopy above and seeing the birds and the animals and just doing that. I wonder if you're able to do that, Gemini. I think that's the message you're being called to do because it relaxes your mind. And when our minds relax, we can receive all kinds of information. I think that's the message this card is bringing to you. In your hopes and dreams, we have, wow, the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. This is the card of, let's see, this is the guy who is juggling. It's the juggler, juggling a lot of stuff. But you know what? That juggler is an expert at juggling. That juggler can juggle like there's no tomorrow. It's in his sleep. He can do it in his sleep, just like you can astral travel and remember. You know, that's not easy for most people. They don't remember, but you can do it. It's easy for you. This is about taking your daytime, your work, the things that you need to do, and making sure that you are also paying attention to the spiritual side of yourself, the spiritual, emotional side of yourself. It's like you need to juggle it because you're not used to doing it. You need to get good at this. You're not used to doing it yet. Writing things down in your journal, paying attention to the psychic hits you're getting, the little visions, maybe the big visions, paying attention to when that unicorn shows up to take you somewhere and going, right? So it's a time to not say, I don't have time to do that, because it's a necessary thing for you to do right now. Two of Pentacles, the juggler, really very good at it, very focused. And it's like, I mean, they're just adept. You're an adept, an adept. Okay. The outcome card is the Fool. The Four of Wands, which is the card at the top of the cross, points to the outcome, and the outcome is the Fool. Starting something new. The Fool to me is taking a calculated risk. If it's reversed, it's to me taking a foolish risk. Just being stupid and going and doing it for the hell of it. This is not going to get you anywhere. You know what this will get you? It'll get you in the water with the alligator, and we'll see you later. But that's not, it's upright. This is a new beginning. You have all these new messages, the pages, new messages. The Empress is here for a new creative act. The Two of Wands, that's new beginnings. Two of Pentacles, new beginnings, a lot of new beginnings. The Fool. The Fool enters and sees everything, and sees the pleasure and the pain, and scoops it all up and experiences it, because that's what the Fool's here to do. That's what we're here to do. Imagine living your life as though you scoop up everything that you're experiencing rather than saying no, unless it's dangerous for you, unless it's dangerous. But saying, all right, like doing shadow work, you know what? I'm not going to run from this. I am going to make the most of it, because you know what? This guy over here, the magician, is telling me if I do that, on the other side of that, pain and the working through my grief and that sort of thing, it brings me to a place where I feel like I'm the Empress. All I have to do is be willing to go through that for a little bit, because this is a lasting energy. Whereas shadow work is not lasting. It is short term in comparison. And that is your Fool. So take advantage of all the beauty and splendor and lushness and flavors and everything that in your journey, in your dreaming, in your traveling, in your journal writing. Take advantage of everything there that's offered to you that is deemed safe. We don't ever want to do things that are unsafe. Everything that is deemed safe. And always when you go to sleep, ask your guides to be with you through the night, so that you're never traveling alone. I don't think that I don't know that our guides would ever let us travel alone. I don't know, because we have a guardian angel. And I know that whenever I travel, Gabriel is always with me. He's like my gatekeeper, my portal opener and closer. So I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to call in your angels before you go to sleep and ask them to be with you. Gemini, you have an incredible time upon you. And it's a time of integration, of feeling whole, just like the Empress, of knowing who you are, of taking the dark and the light, the seriousness and the play, et cetera, and bringing it together and really being an integrated whole person who has a message for the world, by the way. All right, thanks for joining me. If you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. It's for free and for fun. It helps to grow my channel. I'd like to get my videos out there to more people, so I would appreciate your help with that. All right, have a great month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.